The second half of this current season of the Clio Cup SoF is upon us. Welcome at Donington Park for 3 races this week. We start with Split 1 here in week 7. 51 drivers have appeared here in Donington Park. Last time we were here, which was last season, we had 33. So this is a nice uptick. 3 splits. Dylan Costa is part of it. And before we talk a little bit, I want to tell you about Clio SoF. We talked about it last week, but the site has gained a few updates. So if you're interested, take a look. Link is in the description. Yeah, last time we were here in Donington, the winner was Gustavo Ariel from Team Redline. And this is the 5th time we are now here at Donington. Nobody has ever won more than 1 race here. So, we'll see how things will develop. And if we take a look at the Split 1 standings, Miguel Freitas is leading, but he is not here. He had to skip this one, so gap is gonna be getting a bit closer with 162 points. Dylan Da Costa has 119, Kevin Anfield 91, Gibret 90, and Lazak Smith 89. That's for the Split 1 standing. So really close for P3. We might see a few changes after this race, but now we shall take a look at the starting grid to see how qualifying went, and then we will take a look at the start of the race. A stacked field, many good drivers, some of them far behind than you would expect, and we are racing. Green flag in Donington. Good start from number 7. Harold already aggressive against Daniel Land. Maybe too aggressive for my taste, but okay. Pushing him a bit to the grass. But turn 1, everyone survives. This is always a good sign. And we are off to the races for 12 laps. 11, 12, probably 12 in the top split. Maybe 11 in the others. Da Costa, Lazak Smith, El Hariri. Yeah, Donington Park, notorious for being super strict on off tracks. So maybe this will become a factor. Turn 4, dangerous for off tracks. Turn 8 on the inside, dangerous for off tracks. And the chicane, dangerous for a slowdown. These are the 3 key points in terms of that. And if we take a look, no crashes, everyone survived. But now we are on the back straight for the chicane for the first time, where we see a bit of whoop. Not now because we changed camera, sadly. But you will see what I mean down the line, I'm pretty sure. They are getting 3 wide into turn 1 there. Cedric Gibrat, Stephen Hurd, Kevin Anfield. Tight back. Oh, Daniel Land and Kevin Anfield get super wide. No harm, no foul, but an off track for sure. Anfield P9, John Cook, the last one in the top 10. But look at this close battle. Kevin Anfield chasing Cedric Gibrat. Number 3 and number 4 in the Split 1 championship. A bit further down than you would expect, but the race has just begun. Almost a 4K SoF strength. Amazing. Sidney Hartz and Zachary Liebold fighting for P6, and Gilberto Struck on last. It is a bit of a surprise from the number 4 car. Now he's in P17. But quite a long way for him. Whoop! Whoop! Ah, that chicane. Oh, this is David Ward who got the chicane wrong. Probably also has to suffer slowdown now, and he drops and drops and drops, maybe to last. Liebold versus Ward. And David Ward indeed, if he does not get it. Oh, they are fighting for that place. Stephen Hurd in P5. Danny Allend just overtook Tom Merritt. Enfield again wide into turn 4. Like I said, this is an off-track heaven or hell, depending on which side of the coin you are. Yeah, this is a stacked field, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Cedric Gibbret, bit late on the brake, cost him, and now Anfield is on the right of him, fighting. And John Cook, I thought for a moment he might be pushing Anfield a little bit up the road, but no, there was a bit of a gap between it. The chicane side by side. Oh, this is Thomas Merritt going wide. It's a tricky final corner. If you hit the curb, the sausage curb, a bit too hard or in the wrong angle, you are losing a lot of time because you lose control of the car. Not fun. Not fun at all. Oliver Heron and Muhammad El Hariri. Heron to the inside. Gets it. Oh, yeah, it's Oliver Heron. Sorry, I was thinking for a moment that I was looking at the wrong name. But no, everything as it should be. If we take a look at the minimap, the first 2 have a lead, then 3 to 6 pretty close, and then from 7 downward to everyone. 7 to rest. All in one big pack. As we can see here, this is tight racing. So far, so good. So far, I like what I see. Everyone is looking for the right positioning. Where can I gain an advantage? Side by side into that chicane section. David Herter, but since he's driving under the German flag, I assume David Herter. And William Kurtler going wider as a result. Heron and El Hariri, Act 2. Heron to the inside and stays in P3. Now back to this big pack here. This is fine. This is good racing here, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Sidney Hartz on the inside, in the back against William Kurtler. Yeah, this is good fighting here in this part of the race. From 14 to 18, one big battle of I am not lost. No, I am not lost. Oh no! Oh, and there it happens. They touch, and David Herter loses a lot of ground. Looked unlucky a little bit from the outside and from the camera angle we had. Maybe we get a better angle for the replay. El Hariri, aggressive, tries to get an extra slipstream. Heron has none of it. Defends the inside line. El Hariri now to the inside. Now he has the advantage. He has the advantage for this section here, and maybe he can position his car in a way that Heron has no chance of fighting back. But he doesn't give up. Heron to the outside, and he collides with Muhammad El Hariri. who gets spun around, almost also crashing into Danny Allend. That would have been a double whammy. He's aggressive. Maybe too aggressive. We saw it at the start with when he put Danny onto the grass a bit. Now this action against Muhammad El Hariri, who dropped to 13th. He's an aggressive one, that's for sure. Now to the inside. Brakes late! He gets it done. But maybe too aggressive. Not in this chicane overtaking, but Da Costa and Lazark Smith at the next touching! And the next spun around car! And as a result, can he hold the car? Yeah, kinda, maybe. And Stephen Hurd goes through. What a turn of events. Da Costa dropping down to 8th. Lazark Smith dropping down to 4th. Hariri dropping to 13th in a lap ago. What have we just witnessed? A lot. We have witnessed a lot. A lot. And the Lazark Smith and Daniel Land. The fighting continues here in Donington. Thomas Merritt gets P4 as a result and tries to attack for P3. But the lucky driver is Stephen Hurd, leading the race. Oliver Heron P2, James Lazark Smith now in P3. Daniel Land, look at this fight! So many battles. Adam Morgan against John Cook. Travis Linscomb Hatfield dives to the inside and gets past as well, now in P10. Oh, we have a little bit of a blinking issue with Adam Morgan, but he has returned and he is now right behind Dylan Da Costa, who dropped down to P8. And since I mentioned it in the beginning, Miguel Freitas is not here, so the gap could have been closed. Oh no, oh no, oh god, no. Oh goodness gracious, split one. The first 7 minutes were amazing, and now we are slowly getting into pandemonium territory here. Calm down, calm down. That was a lot in the last 2 minutes, wouldn't you agree? Anfield back to El Hariri, who dropped even more places. He's now in 5th. No. Ward and Liebold are in the pits. He's in P30. We will see in a few seconds. Oh, Da Costa going wide. He probably is. He is mad after what happened. Adam Morgan tries to the inside. Nope. Just nope. Okay. Who is where in this pack? Morgan, Anfield, Da Costa, Linscomb, Hatfield. Okay, we got it settled down. Gilberto now in P12. Is this a blink? It's just a blink. Okay. Connection issues for Adam Morgan. But yeah. Da Costa and Anfield side by side. This is for P8. Da Costa breaks ever so slightly later. Slides to the outside. Is now past Anfield. And in P8. And Anfield also losing a position to Linscomb Hatfield. Maybe. Maybe not. No. No. Stays in P9 and John Cook. Now past Linscomb Hatfield. And now he's... always looks as if he's pushing, but when the camera pans, there's a bit of a gap. Oh, Da Costa! Oh, this is a race to forget for him. This is a race to forget. What a shame. What a shame. I loved the first 7 minutes and then All hell broke loose. I have no idea on what to focus for the replays in the end. But what we can focus on is the top three. Stephen Hurd in the lead, Oliver Heron, James Lasek-Smith right behind him. Stephen Hurd has never won a race in the SoF. It would be a first one for him. And he's a regular competitor. Just keep that in mind. That would be big for him. Of course, many things had to happen for this. But A, the things happened, so far at least. And B, he was there to capitalize. So far at least. Linscomb Hatfield and John Cook fighting for P10. Good battle. Good battle. El Hariri in P12 behind them. John Cook goes to the inside for the chicane but stays behind. This is probably a smart thing to do. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock here in Donington Park. Gebrat, Da Costa for P7. Da Costa to the inside. Cedric versus Dylan. Two drivers high up in the standings. Cedric Gebrat, super consistent all season. Dylan Da Costa, a multiple time Clio Cup SoF champion, and he is through P7. Whew! Lot to take in, isn't it? What is your opinion? What is your opinion on the incidents we have seen? I'm curious. I am real curious. But we can talk about those incidents in the comments, of course, but please be civil. You heard me? Thank you very much. Anfield. P9 for him. Oh, Da Costa goes wide again. And now we are getting into a territory where I have to ask, okay, how many incident points has each driver? I don't know. All I know is that we are in the final stages of the race and Lasek-Smith is attacking Oliver Heron, which could help Stephen Hurd a bit in getting that tiny bit of a gap to secure his first SoF Split 1 race victory. And so far we don't have a commentary jinx here on the SoF. Lasek-Smith, Heron for P2. This looks good for Stephen Hurd. This looks... oh, now he has a big gap, yeah. As long he does not mess up the final chicane, Stephen Hurd wins this race. And this battle for P9 is not done yet. Cook... oh! Linscomb Hatfield goes wide, and this is the opportunity for James Cook to get into P9. Sweet! And Stephen Hurd, he wins. Congratulations! And he celebrates it. Heron, Lasek-Smith finishing up the podium. Daniel Land, Thomas Merritt, Adam Morgan, Dylan Da Costa, John Cook, El Hariri. Oh, Linscomb Hatfield also losing a position to El Hariri at the end. Oh, I did not notice that. I was too focused on the finishing stages for this race to look at the top three. And here are the results for the race. Yeah. Interesting. Let's call it interesting. Huh. I probably will miss a lot of stuff for the replay. I am well aware of it. But your opinion would interest me. But like I said, stay civil. And maybe to keep things civil, we now return back to the paddock, so to speak, to take a look at some standings. Okay, we have now returned, and now we will take a look at the standings. First, the official overall standings on challenge.duncanwoods.com. and then on the Split 1 standings at clio.sof.com. Both links in the description as always. And yeah, the lead from Miguel has shrunk, but not to the extent that we may have expected before the race. 265 versus 221. Lazak Smith now somewhat comfortable in P3, but then the battle for P4. El Hariri, Enfield and Cedric Gibbert, 1 point difference. Race winner Stephen Hurd is now in P7, and John Cook with P10 also in P10. These are the drivers we had in top split. We will take a look at how other people, Oliver Heron P12, Linscombe Hatfield 15, Sydney Hartz 23. Yeah, our split 1 regulars. And Thomas Merritt, first race, P5, puts him in P46 overall. And if we take a look at the Split 1 Championship, similar but not the same. Freitash leading, Da Costa second, Lazak Smith, Enfield, El Hariri. Here as well, super close. Also interesting battle for P7 now, with Stevens' race win puts him just 1 point behind John Cook. Oliver Heron is the 10th driver in the Split 1 standings. How many drivers? Well, we're slowly getting down there. Just looking, how many do we have? 49 drivers have driven in Split 1. Nice. Some of them just once, some of them regulars, sometimes. But yeah, these are the standings. You know, we will talk about drop weeks starting in 2 weeks from now on, and then things will get interesting when people suddenly don't gain as many points because they already had 8 results before, so the gains slow down while others catch up, getting to that threshold of 8 races that are counted. So yeah, we will see how things will develop. And now we take a look at some highlights from the race, and tomorrow we will have Split 2 and Split 3 the day after. So yeah, plenty of Clio content still to come. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a bit feisty. I like that word, it seems, but the second half of the race was feisty to say the least. But yeah, your opinion would interest me, but I said it 2 times already. Stay civil, stay calm, stay an adult. But now, let's take a look at some replays, and then I will see you tomorrow for Split 2. See ya!